Well, good evening. How are you? Welcome. It's Friday night. There's no Cracker Jack, is there? But it's definitely moving on. And what is the date then? I've got no idea. It's the 24th of April. That's scary. Last Friday of the month, so a lot of people have been paid today. If you have been paid, you've got a bit of extra cash, feel free to send it to me. I won't mind at all. So I hope you've had a good day. I've had a really good day. And a bit of a long lie this morning. Didn't get up terribly early, which was nice. In the old, I can't say the gym jams because I don't wear a lot of gym jams, but in my dressing gown down here for a time, and then a lot of phone calls, spoke to some great people, lots of chats in the garden, and then went and did some recording in church, and came back, had me dinner, watched another episode of Unorthodox. It's good. I'm telling you, it's very good. Oh, still don't know where it's going to go, what's going to happen, but it's yeah. Lots of talk about families and mothers and things. My mother, by the way, never enjoyed technology. In fact, the first time she saw a computer, it made my mother bored. Sorry, I thought I'd have to ram that in just for a little bit of a mother joke. I went to a fancy dress party not very long ago, and someone said to me, "So what are you?" And I said, "I'm a harp." And they said, "Your costume's far too small to be a harp." I said, "Are you calling me a liar?" And went to a costume party dressed as a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one day. That was very good. Went with a girlfriend of mine called Michelle. And I've spoilt it. Went for a girlfriend of mine. As I walked in, she was dressed all in green. I said, "Jump on my back." As we went in, someone said, "What are you?" I said, "I'm a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle." And they said, "Who's that?" I said, "That's Michelle." Oh, completely wrecked. Should I start this again? No, I won't. No, I won't, because it's always good. It's always good to have something completely bonkers. Talking of completely bonkers, Domestos. Don't do it at home. Just don't do it. You know, I was in Lidl today and there were people buying bleach by the gallon. Someone saying, "I've got some tubing and some bleach, please." I thought, for goodness sake, no, it's not going to make it go away. I had a friend who drank Harpic once. He went completely around the bend. I can't think of any more like that. But I seriously thought this was a bit of a wind up when I heard about it. But it's not to be. So let's just be careful. Let's please be very careful about that. I read yesterday some of the genuine letters from council complaints. Got quite a good response, and I'm sorry some of them were just a little bit smutty. But that's just the way it goes, I suppose. It says here, one of them, number 15, was, "Will you please send a man or a woman, of course, to look at my water? It's a funny colour and not fit to drink." I want... No, I can't say that. I can't say that. This is about Farmer and his cock waking somebody up every morning. No, can't do that. Can't do that. Crowing on about it. Absolutely. Our kitchen floor is damp. We have 2 children, would like a third. So please send someone round to do something about it. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to put these away actually, because it's the dog mess I find hard to. Oh no. Can't do any more of that. That is just very poor. Talking of houses though, what do you call a man lying on your doorstep? Personally, I'd call him Matt. And I went out talking of doorsteps. Well, I went out into the garden today, and someone has definitely been adding soil to my garden. Well, every day the plot thickens, it really does. So, how's your day been? What have you been doing? But yeah, maybe you've been out. Maybe you've been out for a walk. Not driving too far, I hope. Not driving further than you walk. I I think we're all feeling frustrated. We can't go for a walk in the hills or on the beach or whatever, particularly in this lovely weather. I saw a great cartoon today of Scotland in the spring. Of course, it's wet. Scotland in the summer, it's wet. Scotland in autumn, it's wet. Scotland in lockdown, the sun's shining, looking absolutely beautiful. Well, of course it is. So there were two rival archaeologists, and they were excavating a lost temple of Norse gods in Iceland. Nice place, Iceland. Went there once, sat on an old geezer. He didn't enjoy it very much. I did. Anyhow, in the middle of the dig, there was a golden statue of the god of thunder. And he had this god of thunder had two huge rubies as eyes. Absolutely beautiful. That's the stone, not the person. Two huge rubies of eyes. So each of these archaeologists claimed the find as their own. And this sparked, I suppose the only way to put it would be a physical confrontation. They punched and they kicked and they gouged and they were fighting and they were rolling over until they were absolutely exhausted. But they were both determined to get these two huge rubies. Their assistants just looked at these guys fighting and battling and punching and gouging and doing all those things. And then one said to the other, well, that was a fight for Thor's eyes. That was a fight for Thor's eyes. Dear God of Thunder. Do I have to explain it? No, well, maybe not. And yeah, I quite like old jokes. Well, I have to. Look at me. You get to my age, old jokes are all you are, really. Just exactly what you are. I've forgotten to set my timer, so 7.5 minutes, I'm fine. Got plenty of time. And I do like old jokes, and actually, I like John Wayne jokes. I know some of you out there will be too young to remember John Wayne, but there's this lovely thing about John Wayne riding his horse, as only John Wayne could, into Tucson. And he arrives, and he jumps off his horse, and he goes, wow, it's been hot out there, and my lips are really, really chapped. And he walks around to the back of the horse, he lifts the tail, and he goes, puts the tail down, is just about to walk into the bar. And an old-timer sitting on the balcony, there's always the old-timer sitting there on the rocking chair with a pipe. He goes, gee, John, does kissing the horse help the bad lips, help the chapped lips? And John says, nope, but it sure stops you licking them. So he's in the bar for quite a long time, and he says, I'm going to go home. So he walks out of the bar, looks for his horse, can't see it anywhere. Looks up the road, looks down the road, and John Wayne always had quite tight lips, and the lips get tighter. And he said, I'm going to go back in that bar, and I'm going to have one more drink. And if I come out here and my horse ain't there, the same thing's going to happen in this town as happened in Colorado last week. Goes in the bar, says, 3 fingers of red eye. That's none to do with rubies, that's the previous joke, the red eyes. I'll have 3 fingers of red eye. Knocks him down, walks out. There's his horse standing there. And he goes, that's good. And he goes and he jumps onto the horse, and the old timer says, gee, John, just one thing. What did happen in Colorado last week? And John said, I had to walk home. Yeah, okay, so talking of walking home, we'd love that opportunity, wouldn't we? To be able to get out and things. Been thinking about jobs and all the stuff that goes with it. All these people who are furloughed and that type of thing, and I'm thinking how lucky I am, although I see in the Church Times today that the Diocese of Liverpool is furloughing some of its clergy. So it's, it hits each one of us. And by the way, By the way, people are talking about the hangar behind me, Katrina in particular. There's two hangars and there's an empty hangar. And someone said, maybe you should hang something on the empty hangar, Bob. Well, what do you think I should hang on the empty hangar? Answers on a postcard, please, or on the back of a tenor, or a baritone or a bass or a soprano, I don't mind. Or anybody with an alto ego. Bit of a musical joke for you there. And by the way, yes, two people have said to me, we didn't get the joke about the song, where I said, I don't get this song about Marge and Tina, and why aren't we supposed to cry for them? Don't cry for me, Argentina. That's it. It's always a bit, you haven't told it very well when you have to come back and explain it. Anyhow, I was thinking about jobs, especially I thought, well, I hope I'm not going to get furloughed, but thank goodness, certainly hope not at the moment anyway. But thinking of my friends who have, and I was thinking of jobs I'd applied for once. I once applied for a job in a colliery, but I was turned down. Never mind. What do you get if you drop a piano down a mine shaft, A flat minor? Yeah, I know. That's all the jokes. And I think that's probably more than enough for me tonight. So it's Friday night, come to the end of another week. And I hope the week's been okay for you. I know that lots of people have found this week particularly hard. It's something about this 5th week in lockdown. And people have found it very difficult. I understand that. I found it too. Beginning of the week, I was not a happy bunny. Got cheered up, and it's all worked its way through now. But it's been tough. It is tough, and don't underestimate how tough it is. And you need to talk to somebody. Talk to them. Don't bottle it all up. There's no prizes for being, I'm super tough. I can just handle it all myself. We all need to talk. I did, and you do, and people pick it up and talk to you. So take care. Praying for those who are suffering, thanking God for those who are working on the front line in the NHS, of course, but also in all the other services that enable us to do this. What's making my internet run? There must be somebody somewhere. I don't know. BT, must be an open reach going on or something like that. So whatever it is, you look after yourselves. Isla snores as she does. Watch thou, dear Lord, with all those who wake or watch or weep tonight, and give your angels charge over those who sleep. Tend your sick ones, Lord Christ. Rest your weary ones. Bless your dying ones. Soothe your suffering ones. Pity your afflicted ones, and shield your joyous ones. All for your love's sake. Amen. May God bless you tonight and every night. And God willing, and not too much fair wind, I'll be bobcasting tomorrow. Take care. Bye.